The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Let's get started today. If you've not been here before, my name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. I want you to get a tablet and pen. I want you to change your life. I want to take all the excuses you've had before. Sorry, we're going to get to the point we get to the million, 10 million, 100 million, how far you want to go. Now, I got the nickname of the Godfather of Credit from KNX Radio years ago. I've been on KNX for 47 years. So as Ray Reynolds, I can get you where you want to go. It's live. There's no pictures, there's no recording. I need you to put it here, the ultimate goal. As we play today, remember, I like the goodies. I'm online 6 days a week. I have no excuse, but neither do you. You can always ask a question or two. Now me, I didn't like being abused as a kid. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. So I read every book I could to be the smartest person I know. You get to play, look behind that curtain, and basically tear it apart. Your biggest problem, sorry to say, it's you. When I was a little boy, they said money for a rainy day. I asked them what it meant, and the dummies couldn't explain it to me. So I'm going to show you what I created. You ready? Write down safety credit. Every card you got in your personal wallet, go pull it out. Once you write down the procedure, we're going to write down Ray's rules. We're going to put on that card 29% utilization at the most. What does that mean? What's 25%? Then we write down the limit too. You see, here's your problem. You bring the pain home because you don't know how to play. And I need you to take responsibility for that today too. If I got you 100,000 of credit at 29% rule, these two cards, that's 71,000 of safety credit. Case what? All right, you lost your job, pandemic. All right, blanket the fan. No more excuses. Line of defense. Next, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked them what that meant too, and the reality is the dummies couldn't explain it to me. Now I want you to understand, if you got a corporation, you look on the Secretary of State, they see the corp, they see you. That means you're a duck. They sue the corp, they sue you. You might as well go around going quack, quack, and sheep, I'm a sheep. What did I create? 1985, 86. I created something called division process. I want you to remember something today. Divisions give you the chance to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. Put all your ducks in a row. They said that too. They couldn't answer the question. So what did I do? I created a corp 3 divisions that had $1 million. So today, we're never going to bring the pain home. Write it down. We're going to learn to play. I don't want to repackage every one of you one piece at a time in a blueprint. Corp in at least 3 divisions. So the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. All right, bottom line is true. Now, chasing the goal, which one are you? Make a decision. From here, as we do this today, I want you to focus. The biggest mistake that most people do is they don't understand SSN versus SS4. People got credit cards in the mail in the 70s and 80s. They didn't use their SSN, but a bunch of dummies followed along, and people started to follow like sheep and ducks. We get one SSN. That's all we get. We're called we the people. Wow! That means we pay tax. And every dollar we bring in, because they track us to the SSN, and we get to live on the leftover too. The bottom line is you should have understood an SS4. Your banks file bankruptcy in branches and locations, cities, grocery stores. Let's look at the form called SS4 today. Line 1 right in front of you says legal name of entity or individual person. I want you to understand where you screwed up. I want you to pay attention. All right, I want you to turn these up. Your name could have been there. It says entity or individual person. So, all right, I guess God chose me to change the world because they're all screwing up. SSN equals 1040. SS4 equals 1120, tax return known as a tax ID. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Truly a second chance to try. The United States of America Incorporated, they got 50 corps. Oh, goody, they call them states. States got corps, they call them cities. They invented the Chapter 9 bankruptcy of the Federal Protection Act in case they screwed up. And they just bankrupt the damn debts and stay in business that day. We the people. The 14th Amendment and the Supreme Court say a corporation is a legal person. You can stop bringing the pain home starting today. As long as you put your ducks in a row. Ultimate goal, why I create divisions? I made a promise not to bring the pain home. Next thing from there is if I needed a second chance to dance, I had one of those too. I'm going to show you why today you need 9 divisions. Now I need you to write down division of me. Pay attention. I'm an affiliate to creditors. Wow. That means right here, look in the bottom. I can use SSN or SS4 to create credit reports. I can request on the behalf of, like what it says, a person, a corporation, a division, a subsidiary. That means they get more chances to try. You brought the pain home. Why? Because you didn't know how to play. So again, write down division of me. The bottom line today, I want to show you $1 million Lamborghini I obtained. Now, if I obtain the Lamborghini, all right, and here's the keys, by the way. Boom, boom. All right, and I guarantee it. Now, I screw up, can't pay that $6,800 a month. Then they screw it up and they come after me. They take it away. Then they give it to the IRS and give me a 1099-C. Now I got problems with the IRS and the creditor too. Now I'm really screwed up. Now, if I buy it through the corporation, they sue the corp, they'd sue me. Well, that kind of sucks too. So I bought it through the division of the corporation. Now I just showed you where we the people, SSN, SS4, you got it? We have the choice of using an SSN or SS4. So I guaranteed through the SS4 and the Lamborghini in the division 2. Now understand, I have no intent to do fraud, but if I can't take that car, whatever happens goes right or wrong, I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save it because I'm going to try for up to 6 months, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it, and I'm going to go back to the corporate and all the other pieces. Your banks and grocery stores do this in your face. Didn't you want to learn to play? Oh, you signed the lease of a building to the corporation. When the building didn't work and they sue the corp, they sue you. That makes you a duck. There should be a division, and a division of you guaranteed the lease. But it's up to you and even the piece of property in the house too. Now understand, how will you receive money? All right, SSN, we pay tax, we get the leftover, have to live on that too. SS4, wow, we can pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, seems to be no tax. Is that how the rich and famous people do it too? Every card under the Fair Lending Act can get 99 sisters. You see, I'm going to show you why you need 9 divisions of you and 9 divisions for the assets too. We're going to build a corporate umbrella today. Is that okay? So let's pay attention. If you have a corporation before you met me, I'd like you to Google search the Secretary of State and see the corporation so you can see your name. I hope it scares the blank out of you. And if you use your home address, I want you to jump up and kick yourself in the ass and call yourself stupid. And I want it changed to a mailbox, etc. Got it? You're wondering why you got robocalls and junk mail? You did it to yourself. So understand, my way, we're going to put our ducks in a row. Your way, the corp gets sued and they come after you because you became a duck. That kind of sucks. But the divisions of you is a line of defense. And they're probably filed anyway, so nobody knows it's you. It's a needle in the haystack too. So if you do it my way, every guarantee should be what? SSN or SS4. Who wants to guarantee some more? The house, the car, the franchise too. My way, as long as you have no intent to do fraud, all right, nothing, something goes right and wrong, you're not a duck. The reality is very simple today. Corporation, legal person, let's get $100,000 to $1 million card. Let's turn around and do it for every division too. Wow. By the way, that'd be $1 million to $10 million of credit. The only credit you can write off to a business is corporate credit and interest rate too, not personal credit at all. There's your $1 million to $10 million, but you got to pay attention. That's why you need 9 divisions today. So corporate credit, write off, personal credit, not. Simple. Write down basically credit, please. Loan money. Credit, loan money. Please write it down. So remember, corporate credit doesn't show up on personal credit reports, anything usually above $10,000. So if we take a Wells Fargo card like this one, and we suck out the $100,000, we reference 3 times 5, it's $1.5 million. Now I got a line of credit for $1.5 million. What should I do? I buy a franchise. After the bills are paid, I have 38% left over as it goes up and away. Buy an apartment complex too, 41% left over too as the property goes up and away. So your goal should be, your first goal should be that first 100,000. Financial freedom, got it? So let's understand. Here's $100 million building, all right, across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall, $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion, and $1 million race boat. What do they have in common? I obtained them. Basically, they say the Ray Reynolds University.com. Whee! But it's up to you. See, I want to get you the first 100,000. Then I want to get you the million. How bad do you want it? It's one of the yachts in the backyard. Ray Reynolds is one source. Simple to do. So remember, I make millionaires almost every day. Would you like to be next? Let me add you to my credit system so I can get you that $5 million mansion. That's just one of the ones I obtained. Got it? So what I have to do, show you some real goodies, which I'm going to do like I just did, and how you get the American dream. And I need to analyze your credit. Simple. You see, I got to see what you did to it. I got to show you exactly what you need to do and what I did for you too. All right, how you get a 750 in about 90 working days. Got it? As we play, remember, I'm online 6 days a week. I've been in person or online 6 days a week for 45 years. You could play with me if you want to. Ultimate goal. Now, I have this review coming up. All right, basically, I was asked to do a review of the Millionaires Founders Kit, the real estate system, and the financial series. So you can spend 3 days with me, 28th, 29th, and 30th if you want to. What is your goal? All right, simple. My goal is not to be used and abused, eating out of a friggin' trash can. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. Oh, well, I got to be with Miss Rich and Famous Hope family. She used and abused me too. Your journey can begin today if you want to. See, I want to show you can get to hell and get back to where you need to go. Pretty simple to do. Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell, dropped me off at the Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30, age of 3 to 9.5 years old. When she left that day, every day, she said the same thing every day. If you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was so sweet. From there, she tucked me in the garbage can and fed me the food. That kind of pissed me off too. So understand, I got lucky. I walked by the Baptist Church in Redondo Beach. What did I do? Lady handed me a book. I was polite. I was 4. I learned to memorize words at 2.5 anyway. It was a Bible. I looked at it. I wanted to rip it up, tear it up, and burn this. I'm 4 years old. It's like I looked up and opened the book and said, God, okay, if you're real, give me a break. Okay, why don't I have a mommy and a daddy that love me? Why am I being used and abused? Why did I have breakfast out of the trash can this morning? Show me. Ever since that day, everything turned. I created a business. Usually does $100 million plus. You want to play? I went by the karate studio. He yelled at me, said, get in there and clean the place. I became the janitor too. I got to go to school at Edison Elementary. I got used and abused in that school too. You know, Miss Popelka, real good teacher. On the microphone from the whole school, young man, why do you keep wearing the same pants every day? Thank you for embarrassing me. Tony Perry had. Oh, Miss Goodwin. All right, that was easy. How did you get in my desk and cheat and get that math test and do it? It's there. You can't do that in your head. It's not possible. So here I'm being disgusted in front of the school and embarrassed, and then the teachers call me a liar in front of the whole class because I did it in my head. I just thought they were stupid because I can write with both hands and talk at the same time. They couldn't handle that. All right, and remember almost everything. It used to piss them off too. Oh, well. So I've been in 2 comas. My first one, 5.5. I used my face as the brake going down Delane Street. Crippled for life. Jesus said, get up. I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. I worked at TG&Y. I stayed after school that day. Luckily, I did because someone went in there and killed everybody. God's been saving me, so God rest her soul too. I like goodies. You like goodies? How many goodies would you like? I'll show you goodies I obtained. I got no excuses, and after meeting me, neither do you. You got to do one thing. You're lazy, or you got to go get it. Which you're going to be. You see, it's just like this. I kick the door jam at 10. Then I start kicking the basketball hoop, and they go, what? You see, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. All right, the Guinness Book of Records came in here to the YMCA. And he goes, where's the wires? He kind of pissed me off, so I kicked out the lights, and he ran out like a little girl. Came back within about an hour. So this is an aluminum building. There's no wires. No blank, Sherlock. You see, no matter where you come from, you can reach the goal. God gave you the tools and the rules. Let's go get it. See it, believe it, go get it. Now, I like yachts in the backyard. Would you like one or two? I got 8 classes you can go to on Saturday. I have 10. I can be your coach for 90 days or a lifetime. It's up to you. But you got to stop bringing the pain home. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid, but we need a good coach. The number one coach for 30 plus years has been me. You want to play? I'm truly God's example, by the way. So I want to basically understand, do you hear the word no? That just means no. It means a bunch of dummies around you. Go around there and find out the truth. It'll set you free. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Becoming a certified CFO. The Ray Reynolds University, I want to leave about 10 billion plus to. Now, what I wanted to do when I got 2.6 billion in corporate structure at 26, I wanted to help people for free. No one wanted to play with me. Oh, well, my wife calls this my hobby. So I'm going to give you back 10 times your money, or at least 100%. Is that okay? In most of the programs I do for you. All right, through personal business credit. So draw the diagram in front of you. That's a corporation with divisions. And let's pay attention today. Bank of America is bankrupt over 5,000 locations. Their parent company manages entities called subsidiaries, literally, and they bankrupt locations called branch numbers and tax ID. And then they get a tax credit. Your problem is you didn't learn to listen and pay attention. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where the blank you been? Your banks and grocery stores do this in your face using subsidiaries. All right, even your cities too. Your goal should be stop bringing the pain home. All right, become a certified CFO and understand how to be a millionaire status. Reprogram your brain, please. Now, I started that blueprint right here now when I was 9.5 years old. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. Okay? Now, let's understand. We're going to compare the SSN and SS4. You ready? 14th Amendment of the Constitution, which Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. We the people is SSN, tax, tax, tax. All right, probate when we die, we get to live on the leftover. Corporation is SS4. We don't pay tax till we're profitable. Wow, we could learn to play. So write down irs.gov 1244. Learn to file a single filing S corporation and almost never pay tax again. Now, my thought of the week is pretty simple. Here comes the problem. What are you going to do? Well, basically, you better deal with it or it's going to deal with you. This is where you got to fight through the pain. Repackage you new. Structure the corporation, divisions, line of defense. Simple. Stop bringing the pain home. Put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you under the corporate umbrella. That's all you got to do. I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people. Homeless and people coming out of prison too. Most people sit around at the kitchen table with their friends and family and they talk about starting a business. Oh, goody. And then they say, hey, let's jack up the credit cards. Let's hawk the house. Let's screw it all up because it's not going to work anyway. Well, that's what they do. Well, it's simple. Why would they do that in the first place? You can't write out diddly squat. You jacked up your score, can't get any more. All right, that's called silly and dumb. I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? I don't understand it. So let's understand never to bring the pain home. Write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Pretty simple to do. 12 books and CDs and a full blueprint. I sold it at the Bonaventure for $5,000 a set for 32 years. Kind of fun. I got a system for real estate and becoming the bank too. Now today, if you do invest with me, $9.99 at the same time on the webinar with me, you get the books and CDs for free. All right, if you don't already have them already. But the bottom line is, you can pay $9.99. Simple to do. Now starting a business, oh my goodness, you better hold your breath. Because running the business, you know, if your friends and family, employees, they're going to knock you down, they're going to catch you, or you're going to fall off the cliff. It's that simple. It's just the truth. Now understand what I do. Every day I'm at 2:25. I wake up at 2:25 every day since I was 2.5 years old. I go to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror and I get myself in check. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy, one that gave a damn about me. I was too busy being used and abused. So I put myself in check. Is there more to be done? What do we need to do? Your problem is you listen to your friends and family that never made it, not to million to billion, and they cloud your direction. You might want to pay attention today. July 4, 2009, I got my 3 yachts in my backyard. I'm helping people 6 days a week. It doesn't matter, you got worth millions and billions. Nobody cares about that too. Well, wife says, can we take out one of the yachts? I said, why not? What had happened the next day? I get to die. I get to be in a coma. But then I'm in another place and it's really weird. You have to really adjust to that too. But I did hear my tax attorney check my wife to sign a POA. And then the nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. But Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So I'm going to show you how to take away all your excuses. I moved 24 times since I was 11 and a half years old. I've been shot twice and knifed 6 times too. I got no excuses. And now that you met me, neither do you. We're going to reprogram your brain to millionaire status. I got a book coming out this year. Jesus is not a drive-through. Pretty simple to understand because Christians is a way of life, not a moment in time. So let's show you a bunch of goodies. Let's tell you the truth. How we can basically show you Lamborghinis, Duffys, mansions, breaking the world record, white men do jump, more Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard, you helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and some Ferraris too. I call it Ray's Rules. Would you like to play? But it's a blueprint. I started at 9.5 years old. It's see it, believe it, go get it. Got it? Now, credit repair is a fraud. Federal Trade Commission says that every day. You can't even collect money up front, but they do. So why don't you write down section 611 today? All right, let's understand. You think they got a magic wand. Wow. They're writing stupid letters saying not mine, not late. What good is that? Your score drops, now you can't get any more. The goal is this. If you have an open collection account, you need to man up and woman up. You got to negotiate your debt. You can't rip off your creditor. So here's what you got to do if you want a 750. All right, negotiate any open collection account. All cards at 25, 29%, but 2 in a rapid refresh. Now you got a 750. You can sit there going beep all day, or you can be a CFO for the corporate divisions. Simple to do. I call that the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So let's give you the first 25 steps today. All right, give me your Credit Karma so I can analyze you. The goal is to analyze your credit and show you what you need to do right away. So together, we'll sing Kumbaya, and we're going to get you the 750 score in about 90 working days. Is that okay? Now, here's the problem. Well, you didn't listen to and pay attention to. This is the application for Social Security card. Can you pull your Social Security card to your personal wallet right now, please? You see, this will say, name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. People who got credit cards in the 70s and 80s didn't use their SSN. Unfortunately, a bunch of dummies did, and people fall like ducks and sheep. Here's the problem. You didn't pay attention to the form. SSN equals 1040 tax return. That's what it was for. So the ultimate goal is very simple. So let's understand. All right, it says do not carry with you. It says do not laminate. Then it'll say do not basically use for ID purposes. And it'll say property assessment administration, not you. Ultimate goal. So we got an SSN to track our income so they can tax us. All right, tax until we're dead. And they want us in probate too. Ultimate goal. You got your first paycheck years ago. You thought you were ripped off until someone pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. Your problem is you didn't pay attention to the 14th Amendment, as well as the Supreme Court saying a corporation is a legal person. So we're going to take SSN and SS4, and we're going to file an S corporation and not pay almost no tax ever again. Is that okay? As we play, you get one SSN. 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. Corporation gets only one tax ID. When they sue the corp, they sue you. What am I going to do? Banks, grocery stores have subsidiaries and branch numbers. We're going to use the vision process that I created in 85, 86. So we get another chance to try. We don't bring the pain home ever again. Isn't that a concept too? So today, I got to repackage you on the SSN. So you can be a certified CFO for the corporate divisions while I show you the SS4. That way you can be a double CFO. You can put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella and quit bringing the pain home in the first place. Remember that form I told you you didn't pay attention to? Download a copy today. SSN equals what? 1040 tax return. In the corner it says SS5. By the way, that's IRS. So let's look at the SS4 and compare the two. Line 1 in front of you says legal name of entity or individual person. That's how banks and grocery stores in cities file bankruptcy. Separate tax ID. You look at the form, it says banking and credit purposes. It's the only form that we can get one per entity and not bring the pain home. Corporations should only do 4 things. Buffer tax, no taxes due till you're profitable. Corporate credit, the only credit we can write off interest in the credit card line of credit. Card, fleet price, stay at hotel, get the free buffet. Division gives you the line of defense. All right, you get screw up one, get another one. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, flippity dippity do, and separate liability under the corporate umbrella. So a division is my line of defense under the corporate umbrella, and we get tax ID per each one. Now here, I'm going to guarantee everything I say I can do. I'm going to guarantee it. Very simple. As long as you listen and you do what I tell you to do. And the best thing you can do is never violate and jack up cards and screw it up. Because you have to be responsible if you screw up your own screw up. You don't jack up cards, you don't apply for credit during the program. Simple to do. From there, if you do, I'll charge you a fee, I'll have to close your case. Open collection account and negotiate the debt. That's what I need you to do. From there, irs.gov. What do you need to do? If you have a problem with them, irs.gov, 656 433 A and B. So understand today is pretty simple. As we play, I need you to understand and pay attention. I'm going to do a wrapper refresh for you. I'm going to get you $750. But you have to be part of the program. You have to follow through while I repackage you. All right? Remember the 3-step. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what KISS stands for. Simple for $750. Not hard to do. I'm going to analyze your credit. I'm going to add history. I'm going to rebuild your credit reports. I'm going to do a wrapper rescore. I'm going to put you in class on Saturday. Our target's $750. And you're going to basically spend $999. I give you $1,000 card back to you. During the broadcast, I discount that $499. Ultimate goal. From there, it's very simple, and then I give you the card for $500 to reimburse you. It is a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Take your picture of Zelle, our Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. From there, it's very simple. All we have to do, if you want to give me referrals, I'll build you more credit, or I'll Zelle you back 10%. When they sign up, they have to say you've referred them that time when they sign up. If not, you kind of blew it. You don't get any money at all, and I don't build you more credit too. Now, I need you to call 888-567-8688. I need you to opt out for 5 years. That way you slow down the robocalls and get rid of the junk mail. You did it to yourself. As we play, I need you to plan the problem. I need you to think about your safety credit, sticky on every card, your line of defense, the ability to play. Keep in mind all dashboards will do exactly what I designed years ago. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Sticky will give you your discipline you've been lacking all along. Ultimate goal is very simple to do. Now, I understand you're going to say you have an emergency, Ray, and you got to stop this. Blah, I'm going to crash. I call that crap. You can't write it off. You jacked up. You couldn't get any more. And the bottom line is you hurt your family. That stops today. Because you should have known the only 2 cards on the planet that never fluctuate ever, no matter what you use, as long as you don't abuse and you maintain the payment, are platinum and gold cards. Your score never goes up and down as long as you maintain the payment, up to $1 million. What happens with most people when they lose their job, have an emergency? They all do the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to jack it up and screw it up so they can play the pity party too. Goal stops. From there, what happens today? All right, you need $5,000 now. What do? Go ask your friends, your family, in the bank. And what do they say? They say no when you need it. He says you don't need it. Here's some more. The average person wastes $50 every other day. I'd like you to understand something today. This 5,000 card in my hand, if I max it out, the payment is $50 a month. What the average person wastes and pisses away every other day, they can maintain a safety credit card. They say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off a corporate credit card, the payment is $612.26. I write off the credit card, then straight in the credit from there too. And I could have got 2 pizza restaurants during the pandemic. No excuses. So we got to reach the goal, reach the dream. We have to believe in ourselves. I kicked the door jam at 10, then I kicked the basket hoop 2, and they go, whoa. I guess white men can jump. Only stupid people say we don't. So keep in mind when Nixon took the gold standard out. Most people didn't pay attention to that because before he did that, our president confiscated all the gold. From there, very simple. And they actually, from that day forward, had to give the SSN for the mama who delivered the baby that day too. They got to bond the baby, $35 million apiece, and print some more money so they get some more honey. So write down Ray's rules. 2 cards, 100,000. 29% utilization. $71,000 of safety credit case, blankets, a fan, lost their job, or pandemic. We don't use personal credit to start a business. That would be stupid. We use corporate credit to finance itself, so it writes it all off. Exorbitant taxation when you win. If you lose, you bankrupt a division with no intent to do fraud. You go get another one again and again until you get the job accomplished too. That is called have your cake and eat it too. That is basically Ray's rules. Step number 7 today, become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Simple to do. Some here I am dead. H1N1 kills me. Come back and help you. Why don't you Google the address and find out I'm telling you the truth. I've been in 2 comas. One crippled. Jesus said, get up, got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. I think the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. Now let's focus on chapter 18. All right, the ultimate goal. I want you to focus on this today. Very simple. It says that corporations a legal what? Person may sue or be sued. See, we have to understand something. All right, we have the right. It's the constitutional right. I heard this at 7.5. I paid attention. I wrote it down. They told me it was weird, probably true. Rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. There's a library. I went in and go, man, what does this mean? She walked away rudely. She came back and said, here's a microphone, here's a bug. She was a bee. So I read the book. You see, there was no blueprint then. There's no blueprint now unless you get mine. So I went back for 2 years. I want you to understand the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. It makes us do stupid things. I sent away my money order. Secretary of State back then. I was 9.5, and I got a corporation because they're free. You pay a little filing fee. $100,000 of credit in the mail. Got named in the movie Dave. So corporations and divisions get cash credit to finance itself. Doesn't that make more sense? For stealing from the family? I built $1 million credit for my cat to prove my point. Inc. magazine interviewed me, and their next article was use plastic to finance your business. What I told them to say and do. So today, please get out your magic wand. I'd like you to have 9 divisions of you. Corporate umbrella. I want you to understand. And we're going to understand a tax ID creates cash reports, Experian, Trangio, and Equifax. And that's the goal, to build cash credit and line you up for checkbook money too, if you want to play. So let's understand. The reason I say 9 divisions, because you want $1 million. It takes 9 divisions to get $1 million of credit. And it takes 41 to get 5 million. It's simple. Numbers don't lie. So if I get you a corporation or you have one, and I get all the divisions for you, would you like a gold card up to $1 million? Then the next question would be, would you like 9 sisters? Everyone's entitled to its own file. Piece of property, franchise. If one screwed up, as long as you have no intent to do fraud, you can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and go get another one while you have 8 still left to go. So you never had to bring the pain home. You brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play. Now, whose fault is that? You got to pay attention starting today. So remember, I invented division process in 85, 86. I get you credit, I want you to loan it out. Let's create a cash flow for you per time. It's in my book, wrote 45 years ago on page 6. You can replace your income or you can enhance it. It's up to you. Free money, corporate credit. Then you just have to make the payment. So every $50,000 is $2,000 positive cash flow. So that's very simple, up to $8,000 to $15,000 per month. If you want to the corporation, you have 16 ways to become an investor if you want to too. So if you want $190,000 a month, it's in my book called Buckets of Money. It's 41 divisions. Making you a money-making machine is the goal. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused. So focus on a division of you today, please. Who guarantees the building? Who guarantees the car? How do we save money? And daisy chaining credit too. Check the Secretary of State. If you see your name, it should scare you. If you use your home address, that's called silly and dumb. So change it right away. Put all your ducks in a row. If you get sued, the corporation, they sue you, you became a duck. That kind of sucks. So I think about division process gives you the line of defense. They're privately filed anyway. So if you want a division today, tax ID, 2000 of history, credit report set up for you, let me know. The office charges $1,000 per, 3,000 for 3, corporate umbrella, and then we bill credit reports. Now, if you did it through me, I usually charge you $500 each, $1,500 for 3. Today, I'm offering 9 divisions of you and 9 divisions for the asset. 18 divisions today is $1,999 today, as long as it's basically Zelle, or you call Scott to run your credit card too. Ultimate goal, we got to do what? We need $1 million of credit card money. We need $5 million of checkbook money. Simple. Then we need $100,000 to $1 million of Dun & Bradstreet supply and vendor credit, because we're going to go get all the money we need to finance that dream. Checkbook money, unsecured line of credit, the banks. But you have to have a 2-year corporation. If you don't have one, wait till next year if you get one today, or I'll give you one I got in stock if you want to get up to that $5.4 million of checkbook money. Now the office sells it for $9.99. You can qualify in any state you want to. You do that work. If not, we charge you $250 for that, plus the $9.99. If you Zelle during this broadcast only, I give you the discount of $2.99. There's your Zelle. It has to be done before I'm done talking too. Ultimate goal, I got 8 classes in rotation on Saturday. This Saturday at 8 o'clock, Dun & Bradstreet, first thing in the morning after the first 2 classes that I do, $9.99 for 90 days or $4.99 per class. Simple, because this got to stop. This crazy stuff. Why would anybody bring the pain home? And they can use these cards and doesn't fluctuate their credit score ever again. That's the goal. From there up to $1 million, as long as you maintain the payment. Then again, you have to be a certified CFO. If you want me to build one up for you, it's $9.99 for 1 card. If you want 4, it's simple today. Instead of $4,000, it'll be basically $1,998. If you did it through me now. Simple to do. It's a Zelle. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. If you have any problem running a card or doing something you need to do, place an order, you just call 800-510-3338. You ask for Scott. You tell him I was on a webinar with Ray. That's all you got to do today. See, when you jack up your personal cards and get stuck, you couldn't run up diddly squat and get any more. You backed yourself in a corner for you and your family. That's wrong. Corporate credit, we write off the interest rate in the credit card. Borrow money is not taxable. We absorb the taxation. Usually, if we screw up, it's a division, and we just go get another one too. When you retire, your bills don't go away. You got to have your cake and eat it too. That's why I call it Ray's Rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. If I wrote you a check for $1 million, you'd put it in your personal account. I'd tell you that was stupid. You only get to keep $375. I would have told you put in the corporation a division of you. Pay all the bills first, pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. Seems to be simple to do. It's up to you. From there, basically, the United States of America Incorporated, they got 50 corporations. They call them states. State got corporations called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy in the Federal Protection Act. In case something goes wrong, they plan the problem too. As long as you have no intent to do fraud, you could do this too. You never had to bring the pain home. Why don't you Google, all right, bankruptcy today? It'll say SSN, SS4. Who's going to be the duck the next thing blank hits the fan? You or your family, or the division or the corporation too? If I get you out to my credit system, I can show you how I got that $5 million mansion too. But then I can build you up to $1 million. But then you got to go to class, not fall on your what, and you got to pay attention. And if you screw up, you got to own your own screw up. Don't blame me. Now, when you got a corporation before you met me, you spend thousands, you learn diddly squat. I think that's silly and dumb. Corporations are free, you just pay a little filing fee. California even waived the fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a sheep or a duck. So if you want to get started today, if you have a corp, good. If you don't, I'll get you one. I'll give you one for free. How about we do the starter package? Credit rebuilding, rapid score, articles also tax ID free. If you don't have it, if you do, I'll build what you got. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. National average for a corp's $3,000. I don't know why. I'm going to give you $5,000 of credit back to you. $5,000. Then I'm also going to discount this during this broadcast to $999. Give you 5 times your money back. Take away your excuses. If you want $25,000, it's called million in the making. Normally $5,000. I'm discounting it to $24.99 today to give you 10 times your money back, which is $25,000 of credit. It's very simple. All you got to do is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Or give Scott a call and he'll run the card right away. Beat your doubt, run your race. All right, get out of my way while I rebuild you. Goal is simple, getting past go. God's gift. Race boats in the harbor next to the outside the back door. In our own private yachts too. To say the Ray Reynolds University.com. How about helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings? Change your driver's license, P.O. Box, mailing address, please. More privacy for that too. Next thing, we got to look at your car you drive today. Sorry, you let them treat you like a sheep and a duck when they sweated you for 5 hours. Last 5,000 got 9 inquiries. You should have put on that piece of paper that day it has 1 inquiry and took a picture. You should have set the tone. I'm sorry to say you didn't do that. So you got a choice today. I need you to focus right away. I like assets and buildings and Lamborghinis and Jaguars too. Now today, when we buy a car from now on, it's fleet price tax ID division. Got it? Doesn't show up on personal reports. It's a corporate write-off, and you're becoming a certified CFO. Lose a house and a car, that creditor gives it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you have a problem with the creditor and the IRS at the same time. You got to plan the problem too. Registered owner of a car should always be a division, because if there's a bumpity bump and they sue, they're going to get diddly squat. Plan the problem today, please. Understand Lamborghini's the division of a corporation. I like that. Every problem you get should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and try to sue you and kind of mess you up too. Your paycheck should be offset by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? That makes no damn sense. So let's learn to play. They're not doing anything wrong. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He used Twitter to literally buy Twitter, and he used a line of credit to buy it in 24 hours. And then he screwed it up. All right, it's for sale if you want. He screwed it up so bad, it's like stupid. All right, literally, totally dumb. Reality's got a spaceship too. So do the other 2 guys. So the bottom line is very simple. You can join the club. You can win the battle if you pay attention and learn to play. Carl here doesn't pay state and federal tax ever. His lines of credit offset his taxes. Walt Disney didn't pay tax on $1 billion. They wrote an IOU to themselves. It's in Newsweek. If you have a problem running an order, doing a Zelle, you call Scott 800-510-3338. He'll help you and just say you are on Ray's webinar with me. Simple to do. Beat your doubt, run your race to the corporation, please. All right, or in conjunction to step 16, pay tax by Lamborghini. Your taxable income. You pay the leftover on your car payment, gas, registration, insurance, when you should be yelling no and driving a company car like I do. Why don't you go to irs.gov today and get an SS4 form and find out it says banking and credit purposes. Ultimate goal. So let's understand how to play. Your ultimate goal is very simple. You find out I'm telling you the truth. It will set you free. Ultimate goal is up to you. Mama delivered a baby the day after Nixon took the gold standard out. They basically made her sign an SSN form to bond the baby for $35 million apiece and print some more money so they can go get some more honey. Everything to me is rules and tools. You buy a house, it's escrow, closed, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, that's called stupid. When they sue you, they take it away. When you die, it's stuck in a probate. Your family got diddly squat. You fix up a house today, you hire the contractor. Who hires the subcontractor? The people stand at Home Depot. Good workers. They slip, fall, and cut corners. They just sue you and take everything you got. My way, they get diddly squat. Why not? Irrevocable trust today. You might want to think about that today. Ultimate goals up to you. That's basically step, all right, for you. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I get dummies like this all the time telling me I don't want to pay tax. I tell them to knock off the crap. You want to go to prison like Wesley Snipes or something? If you tried it, go back to irs.gov, download the form called 656 433 A and B. That's step 20 today. You should learn to be an OPM. Up to 70% discount. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. Get 200,000 left over from an escrow. What do? Raise rules. You don't act like you're rich and piss it away and you're broke the next day. Raise rules. Leveraging money to 15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. Set up that line of defense. That's step 21 called blackjack. You ready to play? You see, here's the RayReynoldsUniversity.com. When I was 2009, when I died in that coma, 22,000 square foot building, 3 locations in the States, doing up to $1 million a day. I came back being homeless again. What am I going to do? Go home and say boo-hoo-hoo? No. I got out my blueprint, and I did exactly what I tell you to do, what I did for myself. See it, believe it, go get it, and go build another $1 million of credit. I have closet divisions, and I pulled out credit cards. I got $1 million of credit right away. I don't bring the pain home like you, and you got to stop that too. 1,000 steps to millionaire, become a certified CFO. It says corporation's a legal person, can sue or be sued, and get that credit and finance the business and finance the dream under the corporate umbrella today. Pretty simple. Tax ID, credit reports, cash, credit cards, and line you up for checkbook money. Every tax ID is entitled to an Experian, Transio, and Equifax. 9 divisions it takes to get to $1 million. 41 takes up to $5 million. How many divisions would you like? I'll set it up for you. 2,000 of history, credit reports. Office sales are 1,000 each. I give them away, assuming the corporate umbrella credit reports for 500 each. Today, I'm offering 9 divisions of you for $1,500. And I'm offering 18 divisions of you for $19.99 if it was Zelle today or you gave Scott a call during this broadcast. What are you willing to lose? Family, no. Corporation, no. Division? Well, let's see. If we play chess today, I'll bet you we lose pieces of both sides. If we do it my way, we're both going to get checkmate. Step 23. Ultimate goal. You refer people, build you more credit, or sell you back 10%, but they have to say your name when they sign up. If not, you don't get any goodies. Reach in the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, making millionaires in the corporations divisions, and teaching people how to be a certified CFO. The ultimate goal. So again, loan money. Wow, credit, loan money. I can get, all right, $100,000 and get to the financial freedom too, if you want to. I like making millionaires all the time. If you want to be next, let us know. So I got this 3-day event coming up. I was asked to go through the Millionaires Founders Kit, real estate system, all right, financial system too. It is literally spend 3 days with me, 28th, 29th, and 30th. We're going to go through all those books and CDs. From there, if you're in the 25 people in the 6 months, boot camp, or extended to that, it's $1,999. If you're not in that and you want to join us that day, you can all 3 days. Get a bunch of bonuses, level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes, and $50,000 of credit, which is usually $5,000 just for the credit by itself too. Today is $49.99. No bonuses? Then you spend the 3 days for $2,997. It is definitely online. It is a Zelle bank transfer deposit. Ultimate goal, making you a money-making machine. Keep in mind, if you need lines of credit added to a package, we normally charge 10%. I have $50,000 for 15, $100,000 for 25. Only during here with me and not through a specialist because they got to charge you 10%. It must be a Zelle. Ultimate goal, you put RW in your Zelle. To add you to my credit system, all right, what I got to do, show you get the American dream. I got to analyze your credit. It's just the truth. And I got to tell you what you need to do. Ultimate goal. So today, never have joint credits just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Why people spend thousands on a corporation piece of paper, I don't understand when they're free, a little filing fee. They need a division for real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. Ray's rules. I give bonus cash credit in most every package that I do to take away people's excuses, and they can finance the American dream, step number 24. So if you want a 750, that's all you want from me, I'll analyze it. I'll add history. I'll tear it apart and do the rapid rescore. Have you go to class for 90 days anytime you can on Saturday for 750 score. Ultimate goal. From there, what are we going to do? Charge you $9.99. Give you $1,000 card back. During the broadcast only, I discount it to $4.99. It is a Zelle bank transfer deposit. Very simple to do. $500 card back to you. Starter package. Rebuild the credit rapid score. Articles also tax ID if you don't have them already. If you do, good, I'll use what you got. Set up level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Discounting it to $9.99 today. You get 5 times your investment back to you. $5,000 of bonus cash credit. Made in the makings, $2,500, $24.99. Giving you 10 times your money back today. It's only $5,000. That means you get $25,000 of cash credit. Ultimate goal. We expedite this one too. There's your Zelle information, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Any problem in any of these orders you do, you call Scott, you say you were on the webinar with me. He'll take your order, even take your credit card too. Ultimate goal. Corporation and divisions. Your banks and grocery stores use subsidiaries. You about time to look behind the curtain and find out what they did so you can do it for yourself too, and no intent to do fraud. Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO. Reprogram your brain into millionaire status. We do our best. We stay safe. We stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you don't do it now, or call Scott right away, you don't get the discounts that I offer during the broadcast too. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.